Hello everybody, welcome back. We're doing Film FM again. It's been a month for you. For us it's been 5 months, I think, because we recorded them in bulk over summer. But we're back and we're going to be, well, there's some sad news has occurred. Our beloved host Alfie has died.
I don't know about sad, I'd argue more controversial.
He was murdered by serial killer Witchfingers. We have a replica of the mask right here of the guy that killed him. It wasn't one of us. We didn't do it.
No.
No.
I wish.
It's very sad.
I wish.
It's very sad that he's died though. There's actually footage of it if you want to go watch it.
Yeah, there is footage.
I
might just put it in the video so you can watch him get strangled to death. Apparently afterwards a car ran him over and his balls exploded.
Just spontaneously, yeah.
Spontaneously. He was dead, so it didn't, you couldn't feel it.
Yeah, so it's whatever, really.
At the end of the day.
So, well, it's pretty sad.
Now, in honour, we've actually just come back from the funeral. As you can tell, Connor's wearing a shirt. I came in this Freddy vs. Jason outfit because I thought it's spooky season. I'm not going to give that up for him. You know,
I didn't go to the funeral because I didn't care.
I was going to go wearing my black shirt, but I thought it was more of a celebration more than anything.
well, Dylan, you've never met him.
I've never met him.
So I don't know why you would care.
Exactly.
So
I was just there in the background looking sad.
You were like the guy at the end of every film standing on a hill in the distance looking at the funeral.
And I had an inner monologue with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah,
so
we're trying to actually go.
We're trying to pick a new host right now, but in the meantime we've got some guests here. We've got in the corner, we've got Steve.
Hello.
Say hi, Steve.
Hello, Steve.
Okay. All right.
Wait, you told me to say hello, Steve.
Yeah, that's fine. Right. And I've also got Dylan here because he was free for a bit.
Yeah.
So we're here to honour the memory of Alfie.
Mm-hmm.
Just think about all the good times, like when we were going to do a Wolf of Wall Street episode, but then the file got corrupted. And that was one of the only few he hosted, so we didn't do that one.
And the times Jamie didn't show up.
Well, we're not talking about Jamie right now. He's still alive.
Yeah.
There's also, that time he didn't edit his Spider-Man episode.
Paid someone else.
So I had to do it, and he said he'd give me 10 quid, which he did eventually, but it did take 4 months.
There was also that time, where he said he was going to watch the film Seven for the episode that we did on Seven. The film Seven, which he has a physical copy of, which he's never watched. He didn't take the time to watch for the episode, which I found
interesting,
impressive.
But did he still show up for the podcast recording?
He did.
So wait, you hadn't seen the film?
He watched a couple of clips online.
He had a physical copy.
He's got the physical copy. What?
So what did he say during the episode? Nothing.
I can't even remember. It must have been nothing that good.
So you're telling me he had the physical copy? He could watch it at any point in time?
Yeah.
What a brilliant contributor.
So
I've got nothing for that.
Well, we can't forget the time he didn't turn up for 2 episodes because he said he was ill. But I don't know, it looked like he'd got red paint on his face.
Don't forget this episode as well.
This episode where
he did screw you over.
Because he died because he was killed.
Yeah, he was killed the day before.
But we've had many good times. Like I don't know, did he edit 1 episode maybe ever?
This sounds like
I feel like he did 1 maybe.
This guy.
I don't know.
Probably a worthless.
Maybe. Maybe.
Dylan, shut up! You didn't know him.
I watched the podcast. I knew him.
He was the worst host, really.
I don't know him as a person, but I know him as a host, and he wasn't a good host.
Let's remember Alfie, the worst host. And I don't say that as an insult. I say objectively, because he was shit.
I'm insulting you when I say this. You was the worst host.
I kind of feel bad for him now.
No, I didn't.
He got murdered. You should feel bad for him.
Here's us remembering about Alpha, and we're just slagging him off while he's dead.
What I'm saying is that I know that I didn't meet him, but I watched all the podcast episodes. And he wasn't good in them, and he didn't show up in them, so he's definitely the worst host.
He was actually quite bad at it, to be honest. I know he's dead, and we shouldn't speak ill of him, but he sucked. He kind of sucked, to be honest. I thought it was miserable working for him. We were working with him. To be honest, Connor, we were actually almost every episode while we were doing it, we'd talk about how we wanted to get rid of him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The day before he died, I said I wanted him gone, quite frankly. But once again, I I didn't. Not me. Different
person.
people. Didn't.
Yeah.
No.
I got sick of the sexual assault during all the
What?
episodes.
Whoa.
What?
We had to cut a lot of that, but it was very toxic workplace environment.
Bad
for Connor.
environment, really.
Hopefully, if Witch Fingers is ever caught, it's by the Scooby Doo gang from Scooby Doo, the movie.
That's a wonderful segue into what we're going to be talking about. So what we'll say is,
No.
rest in peace, Alfie. You were a fucking awful host. Man. You were terrible, man. You didn't.
Alfie, we love you.
Oh my god.
Hopefully you're down here now. down there.
You're down there.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you're watching this from hell.
Jesus.
Okay, so we're doing the Scooby Doo movie. Film of Emmy's only going to get better now. I feel now that he's gone.
It's on the rise.
It's on the rise. So we're doing the Scooby Doo film, the original one from 2002, the live action one. It was directed by Raja Gosnell, who has made some bad movies.
Such as?
He directed the Smurfs films and Home Alone 3.
Oh, these are this.
Oh God.
But he did edit the first two Home Alone, so he's a pretty good editor, but maybe not a great director, but which is a shame because this one was directed by him, not edited by him.
It's nothing wrong with the directing, though. Really,
In Home Alone 3?
in this film.
Okay, alright. So, it's got a pretty good cast here. We've got Freddie Prinze Jr. as Fred, Sarah Michelle Gellar as Daphne, Matthew Lillard himself as Norville Shaggy Rogers. It's funny. It's a funny
I do like
idea.
Norville.
Linda Cardellini as Velma, and Scooby Doo is voiced by Neil Fanning rather than Frank Welker, which is a bit odd. But,
That's odd.
And also Rowan Atkinson's in this movie for some reason.
That's weird.
So, the start of the film, we've got them doing like a usual Scooby Doo adventure
Against a floating ghost guy.
against the floating ghost guy. He's called the Lunar Ghost. He's on the poster, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, it's always annoyed me that he was on the poster.
Why?
Because he shows up for
Like-
the first 2 minutes.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You need a
No, it's not.
I'm sorry.
Like, at
Jesus.
least have one of those bloody... I don't even know what you call them, like those monsters.
Helium. He's got like helium. He's inflated.
No, I'm on about the monsters from
Yeah, the
Spooky
Wendigo
Island.
looking things.
From later on.
Yeah.
I don't know. What were they dog things? Were they dog monsters?
I watched the film yesterday. I watched both films yesterday, and
They just look kind of a big nasty CGI thing, really.
Yeah.
Aren't they? I don't
Yeah.
really remember.
Did they even have a name for them?
That's a good point.
Do they actually have a name? Like,
No,
name?
we'll come to them. Anyway, the Lunar Ghost is a great design, by the way. Its only appearance is this. I thought it would have been in something else, but like it's pretty sweet. But then at the end of the scene, the whole gang decides to split up,
Which is nonsense
and
because
disband.
they don't give a reason for it.
Well,
They just-
the reason is because Velma was like a bit mad that Fred took all the credit.
it was nothing. It
But
wasn't.
then why did Fred want to quit, and then why did Daphne
It
wanna
did-
quit?
I think it's because Fred was mad and then like took the piss out of Daphne for like always getting caught all the time.
they had like a one argument,
Yeah.
and then they split up. And it's also notably not relevant to the plot of the rest of the film. It's completely irrelevant
It's
to anything.
barely mentioned that
I
they
do-
broke up.
I
once
do
they-
think it's kind of like a setup though. to be
No,
fair.
it's not, because when they meet, it doesn't feel like they haven't seen each other in what's the time skip?
2 years?
It doesn't
Yeah,
feel
2.
like it. It feels like they haven't seen each other for 4 weeks.
Very, very true actually.
It feels like the plot line that would be in a sequel to a Scooby Doo movie.
It does.
yeah, it's
It does.
it's a bad plot if I'm gonna be honest.
That aspect's just nonsense because
Yeah,
it doesn't even
no.
come up.
So 2 years later, they've all been invited to Spooky Island, and Velma's been working for NASA apparently.
Which is it's
Yeah.
mentioned,
Never brought up
mentioned
again.
once. Oh, I've been working for NASA. It's never mentioned.
I mean,
again.
I actually know like some of the like
The people that work at NASA and you
no,
can't
not
let that
not,
happen.
not NASA.
Is that how you got to this planet stuff?
Yeah, this is how I got to it. Obviously. No, like so you know the airport scene, like where they're all talking about like what
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah.
So like in a deleted scene, it like has like
A montage.
like a flashback of
Yeah.
like I'm pretty sure apart from like Fred, I believe it's like Daphne and Velma. They have like a flashback to what they were doing,
Yeah.
and it's like Velma doing like karate. No, Daphne doing karate.
Oh, okay. I guess that's the only thing that comes from it is that Daphne knows karate, I think.
Yeah.
Because she just kind of randomly knows karate in these live-action films, but...
I would like to mention, in all the scenes where she uses said karate, a lot of it isn't karate, but just the general, just the unacknowledgement of human physics, basically.
The idea
to
of jumping in the air, doing a triple backflip and kicking a guy.
Literally like 8 spins.
I
in
don't
a
understand.
row.
Can't you do that?
Can't you do that?
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, really? Oh, okay.
Well, I can't, but
End
I
of the
thought
episode,
you
I'll do it.
if we have time.
Yeah, that's if we
right,
have
yeah.
time to do that.
Okay, so the reason we're doing this film is because Steve is our special guest today,
Hello.
and he wanted to do both Scooby Doo
Yeah,
movies.
For
I'm a
Halloween.
massive Scooby Doo fan, so
Oh yeah, happy Halloween, people.
happy Halloween.
That's what we're here for. We've got 2 cameras this time, finally.
Even
So-
though it was a struggle.
It was a bit of a struggle, but you've actually fucking aced it this time. You see what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Second Alfie died, we've already got a 2-camera setup.
Yeah, and there were no issues with the cameras either.
No, exactly, there weren't.
Definitely
So,
not.
you know, rest in peace, Alfie. I'll miss you. Fucking piece of shit.
I will.
Okay, so they meet up at the airport, and Shaggy meets a girl, and her name's Mary Jane,
Oh, I love this scene.
which he says is his favourite name. Also, at the start of the time skip, there's a scene where Shaggy and Scooby, you just see giggling, and you see smoke coming out the back of the Scooby van. There's an implication with
They're
these
grilling me.
films. They're grilling me.
They would never.
No,
Alex.
they're not grilling me. It's meat free because Shaggy is a vegetarian.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird though, because I feel like he eats meat all the time. And stuff.
I've seen him eat like a million ham
BLTs,
sandwiches,
yeah.
BLTs.
It's
yeah.
because
It's huge
it's
fan.
because what I got, the original voice actor for Shaggy was a vegetarian, and he basically said to like people who were making like what was it, Hanna-Barbera and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Oh, I want him to be a vegan."
Yeah, I've read that, but I think it's pretty inconsistent.
It is
yeah.
fairly inconsistent.
I think in some shows, like some pieces of media, he is and some it isn't. But like, if it were me, man, I'll be scrounging on that fucking bacon. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't giving up fucking meat, man. Like, you take me to the if they told me, if I went down to KFC, they told me this is people. We've been cooking people. I'd still eat it.
Damn.
I think I would. Yeah.
It tastes nice.
I mean, people does taste
Well,
pretty
what
good.
people?
So.
What people?
Like
All the
you know the
all
kind.
the tasty ones.
You know the people you see on the people you see on the side of the road, and there's like 8 of them. They're all wearing hoodies, and they're somewhere between 14 to 25,
Every now and then you'll see them on like a little bike or a scooter.
or like a motorized one, or they're vaping,
Yeah.
and they just like harass people, like mostly like old people.
You mean the 14-year-olds
and sort of
that are
like,
around?
and yeah, sort of them, you know, like
Yeah, no, it's a crew of 14-year-olds and one like top dog alpha, like a
19-year-old.
19-year-old
who's
who's like,
no
be
friends.
there,
who's
but-
like grooming them all to be criminals.
Yeah.
And by criminals, you mean like they'll rob like the local shop.
They'll take a
once.
purse, yeah. they'll take a
One
purse.
of them will stab a guy, and everyone will talk about him. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, so them, that if they were eating those kind of people,
Okay, all right.
you'd go for it.
Yeah.
Well, I think
I just won't think about
I think those people should like actually go to Spooky Island and get like that curse. What happened?
All right, well, let's talk about Spooky Island and that
Okay.
curse. What happened?
Well, even yeah, Dylan's also here.
Hello,
Yeah.
Dylan.
We're one man
Hello,
down,
Dylan.
so we thought we'd get some extra support in. Okay, so at Spooky Island, they meet the owner. I'm gonna try and fucking pronounce this. Emil Mondavarius. Okay, and he's. I have taken notes. I've got a Wikipedia. Not a Wikipedia. I've got the Wikipedia.
Yeah.
I've also got a Word document.
Actual fraud.
I've got a Word document of notes.
It's alright, buddy.
Quite frankly. Okay, so they meet Rowan Atkinson, and he's like, everyone who goes to my theme park, they come in and my resort, they're all excited, they're all happy,
They're all getting drunk.
and anyone who leaves is like all grumpy and shit. And the conclusion I'd make is that you fucking island shit, mate. To be honest.
Yeah, like it's a bit weird, really, isn't it? Like, who actually cares?
Like they're coming back like very
Okay, I just got a fucking notification. I'm sorry. I hope
yeah,
that's-
they're coming back
It's
at like
okay.
very wholesome. Do you know what I mean? Apart from their super strength,
Yeah.
because they have like a super strength.
Do you guys want to join the Birmingham Rockets basketball team?
Yeah,
I'm
man.
Okay, I'm fine.
Defo.
No,
Aren't
like I wouldn't need my fucking phone. It's the fucking computer itself.
Aren't those guys
but-
like really bad?
Oh,
Damn.
slandering them.
You
Alright.
can't be like that.
No,
I-
my old
I
lady
like-
teacher used to watch them. He said they were awful, so he watched like a different.
Well,
team
maybe they're
instead.
not anymore.
I like in Scooby Doo when Scooby dresses up in like an outfit. And like
Oh yeah, and they say his grandma.
Everyone just believes it, even though he's like a big kind.
I always found it weird that like while he's doing that like catwalk, should we say,
Yeah.
he's getting catcalled. I'm like, what?
And in the second one, that when he's dressed as a bloke, that woman's hitting on him. So Scooby can do both. I
Yeah.
suppose.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, how do you not know? Like that's like fair enough. Like compared to like other dogs, he looks very weird. But
Scoob Diddy Doo.
So
Jesus.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
this video was sponsored by P Diddy.
Help me.
Oh no.
And his new album,
P Scooby. It's P Doobie.
Okay,
Scooby-Doo.
also sponsored by Baby Oil.
Oh no. No.
Not from Costco, man.
Wait.
all right. So the gang, they all try to go to this haunted house. They all separately end up at this haunted house together. And after this point, they basically never mention that they've split apart again.
It's mentioned like once or twice,
So-
but it's not relevant at all to anything that happens in the film or any of the characters' relationships or anything. It's just like Daphne knows karate.
So they, good for her. So they're going through they're going through the haunted house, and I gotta say, there's some bloody nice set design. Quite frankly,
I will agree.
All the scythes and crap and all the freaky
Yeah.
monsters,
Yeah.
bloody love it.
Also, those like little goblins are like swinging on the bloody things.
Daphne was gonna get friggin'
Impaled?
like literally like impaled by about 5 different sticks, like gruesome. This is like Terrifier 3 stuff. If that button doesn't get pressed like a second later, they're like minced meat, like
I don't even know
literally
what we're
done.
talking about.
To be fair, I wonder if like that would have not necessarily would have. I wonder if you'd have gore in the Scooby Doo movie.
No.
Well, this
what?
film
What
was
do you-
supposed to be
No,
like
'cause
a lot higher rated originally.
Yeah.
The film was supposed to be R-rated originally.
There's a lot of cut stuff apparently.
Yeah, there is a lot of
like Velma and Daphne making out apparently.
I don't know about
Damn.
that.
No,
I
no,
generally don't know.
That was going to
about
be in the movie.
That was going to be the film. I think you can still see traces of it because I think the film is a bit. I think there's a few too many like sexual
Innuendos.
innuendos.
Yeah,
Like,
there-
there's a bit where Fred's like talking to Velma and he's like, "I could totally get off to a nerdy chick like you," and I'm like, "Why is this being said? Why is this being said in the Scooby Doo film?"
I think the most like
Nerdy girls turn
the
me on
most
too.
out there one for me is when they all swap bodies.
Yeah, that's so weird.
And he's like,
Oh, yeah.
He's
and
like
he-
groping his.
And he's just
Yeah.
like,
and
oh,
he
I can
looks
look at
down her
myself
dress.
naked.
Yeah, he looks down
I'm
her
like,
dress.
what's going on?
Yeah,
Why is he doing
literally
that?
does, like,
There's a. I'm like, what? What? I just think it was a bit odd. I don't know why there were so many sexual gags in this
Writer's
film.
poorly disguised fetish, do you feel?
Maybe
Who wrote
because in the
this?
second one he turns into a woman too. Shaggy does,
James Gunn, you bastard!
and he goes like, "Scoob, I've got like a chick's body." Okay, in this film,
in this film. No,
there's-
so
yeah,
I just think
okay.
I think the fucking set design in this movie is absolutely immaculate.
it's incredible.
It
I'm gonna
looks
go there.
Ridiculous. You know, when they're all by the pool, I was thinking like, I would do anything
To go to
this island.
Yeah,
Nah, that island looked
Yeah.
like
It's
aesthetically
proper.
wise, it looked very, very good.
it looks
looked
ridiculously
Beautiful. Imagine going there for the week, getting absolutely wankered, like, I don't know, hanging out, having a
Yeah,
party.
but then you'd have some scary like CGI monster breathing on you.
Nice. Yeah,
That amalgamation.
That's the bit that kind of ruins it when the.
well, like Daphne, I know karate, so
What-
I just like. You know,
What's the first
yeah,
scene
right.
with the little like a CGI critter in where the conflict gets? I think.
Okay, so they do the whole. We'll get to that. So they do the whole the scene in the haunted house, and they find like a video where like they're explaining like human behavior to presumably something that isn't aware of that, which ends up being the monsters. They're only listed as demons
Oh my god!
in this film.
Oh, right.
Demons. They're
So-
fighting demons in this.
I guess so.
Are they actually demons as well?
I mean, it is like
Unclear.
Were they real? Did they summon them from hell to
Like-
act in the film?
They don't. Yeah, they were actually. They were
on
summoned
set,
from
there
hell.
were horrific demons.
I say.
I mean, the voodoo ritual guy, that is his name, by the way. Like, credit, the voodoo ritual guy.
they got a real talking dog in the film.
Oh, Voodoo Maestro. Yeah.
Yeah. Like he did say, like they're like white quick demons.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
Well, I
guess
get
they just
summoned
are.
from like the Daemon Riders, which is that like big pyramid triangle.
Yeah,
thing.
all right. Well, what happens? They start like
So,
plucking.
they get the that's what he's on about. The Daemon Riders, this big triangle thing. They get that, and they head back to the resort. And Velma meets some guy she's in 2 scenes with, so that's underdeveloped.
No, it was very underdeveloped. Don't they kiss at the end?
I think so.
It's like in the Simpsons movie or other films where it's like, oh, this character doesn't have anything to do. Give him 2 scenes with a like love interest
When does that happen in the Simpsons movie?
with Lisa.
Oh, he's on about the Irish guy,
Yeah.
Colin.
Lisa's got a love interest
In the
Simpsons.
Simpsons
Yeah,
movie,
Colin.
yes,
Yeah, his
for
name's
2
Co-
scenes.
His name's Colin.
He's barely in it.
Colin,
This
get
is what
out
they
the
do
bin.
in these films where they
He
don't
does
have
make a
anything.
comeback like 13 years later, though, in one of the episodes.
My dad used to know a guy called Colin. He'd always be in the bin. I'd always have to go, Colin, get out the bin.
What?
Was it
Okay.
like what?
Thank you.
That's fine, I
That's
suppose.
brilliant.
Colin?
I'd have to tell him to get out of the bin. I don't know what you want. Like,
We didn't want that in the first place. So
that's what happened.
we didn't want
Right,
more.
well,
we didn't
anyway,
want anything.
I mean, my favourite part of the Scooby Doo, like the first movie, is like the whole like sequence of like, oh, I've got like a call for Mr. Doo, and you've just got Melvin Doo.
Oh, there's another guy that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Ma-
really funny.
No,
There's
yeah.
Melvin
Scooby.
Doo.
The guy's like, no, not Melvin, Scooby Doo, and then the dog's like, "Ooh."
And it's like, go to the shadowy part of
You
the
know what?
forest where no one can see you.
The best part.
I've got
about
some
that-
hamburgers for you.
The best part about that is when he actually gets in the forest and there's a 1 second clip of when he finds the hamburgers where it zooms in on Scooby Doo and he goes,
do you know what's weird about?
It's not the best part.
What I found weird about watching both of these films, right, 1 and 2, is in the first one when Scooby speaks, he says like hamburgers,
Yeah,
and then in the
yeah.
subtitles it says hamburgers.
And
Yeah.
did that upset you?
Well, I don't know, but it did upset me that it was inconsistent because in the second one, when he says ramburgers, in the subtitles it says ramburgers.
"Oh right, okay."
So they just changed their mind.
Maybe in the second one it was actually Ramburgers.
Yeah, like eggs, like ram.
Ramburgers.
Ramburgers.
Okay, how do you guys feel about Scooby, like in terms of the CGI?
Oh, actually,
I think it was actually
it-
really good.
Yeah, it actually looks good for the time.
Like the demons on the other hand, it's questionable.
Oh, they look
They look weird. Yeah.
They put a lot of effort into Scuba.
I don't know why they decided to do CGI monsters for the film, considering that most of the time in Scooby Doo the villain's a guy in a costume.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's consistent to the movie law though. Like, because with the movie law, like with the direct-to-video or
they're always a goddamn.
Oh, in the
they're
direct-to-video ones, yeah, it's like actually
so
Frankenstein.
movies like Scooby-Doo movies, should we say,
Yeah.
animated or like like live action, they're always the real deal. Like it's a real monster. So
No, that is the case. Yeah, like bloody Zombie Island. or
Zombie
whatever.
that Zombie Island is very very good.
I put the witch fingers thing on the computer so I can have a look at him.
It's impressive that.
I was quite impressed.
Mm.
It's it's Halloween, spooky. That's what
Yeah,
we do. That's what we-
Zombie Island, Witches Ghost,
As this-
Cyber Chase, and the other. I forgot what the other one
I
is.
don't know what the other one
Whoever's editing this, whenever they need to cut, they need to like bridge it with a clip of Connor Griffiths getting like mad, like
the
getting,
jump
"Ah!"
scare.
is. I'm editing this one.
You do that then.
I am just going to chuck in random jump scares, I fear, just to scare people.
Nah, but then you've got the whole like in
Correct.
the Scooby Doo, you've got the whole like Mary Jane situation.
Oh, yeah, so
Yeah.
Shaggy's got an actual love interest in this film, unlike Velma.
Yeah.
She's fine. I don't know. I'm sure they haven't. I'm
no,
sure
she
She
kind
gets
of
like
exists.
she
taken-
eats, she eats dog food like Shaggy does.
Yeah, which I don't understand. Like, okay, like where did you discover that you like dog food because you're allergic to dogs?
dunk food.
How did
Yeah,
this
good
happen?
Yeah,
point.
true actually.
Like
yeah.
she's like she's always sneezing when like Scooby's around. He's like, I'm allergic to dog. How the fuck do you like?
Do you think
have
that-
Scooby snacks?
Do you think there's like a community for it because they're so good? Like there's the dog food eaters like subreddit and like the Scooby snacks like eating subreddit in like the Scooby Doo universe.
I think
There's like a sub community for eating like
it's like
Scooby.
smoking cigarettes, isn't it? Like
No.
it's the same kind
to
of
be
thing.
fair-
It's like ice chewers society.
Is that a thing?
Is that
Yeah,
a thing?
that they're a group of people. They're a sub
You're on the
community.
internet too much, man.
They're a sub community of people that like chewing ice.
Are you part of this community?
And no, I'm not. I mean, I guess I like chewing ice, but
What?
no.
What the?
No, sure, it's like a sub-community.
Jesus.
No.
And it's like there was like a video where someone goes through a bunch of like the top posts or whatever, and like the funny posts, and like one of them is like someone was posting like, I need to find a person to date someone else who's also an ice chewer so that I can relate to them.
Man, that whole relatability of like chewing ice.
No.
That's what it's like with the Scooby snacks. It's like,
So it's like they're only
is
going
that
to
they've
date
got a
if they both eat dog
sub-community.
food.
Well, yeah, because he's talking to this girl and then she's like, I eat dog food too, and he's like, she's the one.
The one.
She's on the Reddit. Sorry, she's on the 4chan.
She's on the Scooby Snacks 4chan.
Yeah.
What happened to 4chan?
Died, I think. It might still be about. I don't know.
Never used it, so I wouldn't really know.
No, I never used it.
Like, I don't really understand what 4chan is. Is
Anyway.
it just like Reddit?
It's like what? It's an early internet like thing.
Yeah, it's like original uncensored Reddit,
Yeah.
which
Alright, anyway.
So it's Reddit on steroids, essentially.
Scuba Dooba.
So Scooby Doo. What's his name? What's his full name?
Scoob Thanyong.
No, it's
Scooby
Scoop Dilius.
Scoob Diddy.
Scoob did it.
Scoobit Doo. That's his name.
Scooby
Doo.
Toilet.
A male Great Dane and lifelong companion of adventurer Shaggy Rob. Not adventurer. Amateur detective Shaggy
I was
Rogers.
gonna say it was like adventurer. Alright, okay.
Adventurer
What, like
Shaggy
like a psychedelic adventure, like a psychonaut? Is that what they mean?
Yes, yes.
I mean,
yes.
I know a fun fact about Scooby Doo.
Go on,
All the characters are born on like special days, like event days.
go on,
It's actually really colour coordinated, to be fair.
go on.
So you've got like Shaggy. No, you got Scooby, who was born on Christmas. That's his birthday.
Okay,
It was a gift to us all.
Yeah, Shaggy was born on April Fool's Day.
okay, that's funny.
Daphne was born on Valentine's Day.
Okay,
Velma was born on Halloween.
okay.
And because American patriarch, Whitey Quick Fred was born on the 4th of July.
Okay, that's cool.
Don't ask me what years though.
Okay, so when Velma's like sort of messing about with the Damon Ritus, is that how you say it, Steve?
Yeah, the Damon Ritus.
That when she's messing about with it, that guy who she's totally in love with or whatever comes up to her, and they have a flashback, and they establish that Scrappy Doo exists in this universe.
Yeah, which is a big surprise actually.
And I'm sure it's never gonna come up again.
And they listen, Scrappy Doo. I know everyone hates him, but this is just them doing that annoying thing where they take the character everyone hates because they're like badly done, and then they make them like a bad person in universe to try and make up for it. It just doesn't work. It's like they make him out to be like a jerk, and he like weirdly. I don't like that this is in the film. He like pees on Daphne.
Oh no, that is a weird scene.
It seems like he's doing it on purpose
because Fred literally goes, You weren't just pissing for the sake of pissing. You was pissing to like
mark your territory.
Mark your territory.
Why did he say that
in the
No. Oh my god, I forgot he
You
said
do
that.
to mark your
Oh my
territory.
God, he said
Like
mark your
steal my
territory.
bitch.
No, that's
Like
crazy.
what? Like I mean,
Oh,
like
mate.
And
it's
they have-
very implicated.
And they
like,
established that
maybe
he's
it's
like
Atkins.
they established that he's like like an adult in this.
Yeah, he's got like a growth problem.
Yeah,
he's an adult man, so
yeah,
it's
like-
like
Angela
okay. It's okay to hate him.
But
yeah,
it's
not
like-
even like yeah.
It's so weird. It's like a huge. It's like a Newgrounds animation or like a Meat Canyon of Scrappy Doo, where it's like he peed on Daphne to mark his territory. It's like that's the joke of like a YouTube animation that shouldn't be in the film that released in cinemas for like.
I must say though,
Oh,
they didn't
just-
read it. Like I'm saying, the CGI was like good with Scrapper, like just
Yeah,
because it
yeah.
follows like the same like format as Scooby.
Scooby-Doo, yeah.
But his head looks so weird.
And it's actually really messed up that they kick him out. Like, I know he's
know.
being a jerk, but like, can they not drop him off at like a bus stop? They kick him out in the middle of the desert.
He might have died.
He
man.
could have died.
Yeah.
It makes everyone out to be like awful. It's really weird.
I mean, it's fair enough. Like why he wanted to do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What, the pissing on him?
No, not pissing. Just like
Oh,
becoming the main villain.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
then.
yeah, because they tried
Yeah.
to kill him. Like,
So-
basically, they left him in the desert. It could be like an 8-hour walk to the nearest town.
Yeah, admittedly though, if I'm in a car, desert or not, and someone comes up to me and like
Pisses on your
pisses
girlfriend.
on my girlfriend, to mark their territory. You can get the foot like I'd kill you right there. Let alone like
You just get the
leave
kicking
you.
out into the desert bit. You just
I'd just choke them and leave them there. You know.
Oh dear. No, like I'm saying, like you could have like I don't know.
At least dropped him off at the nearest gas station.
He could have gone to jail for that. You can get him arrested for that.
Yeah.
But he's a
Peeing
dog. He's a dog, though.
Yeah, but
Okay,
so
we
he
could have
can
got put him
talk.
put down then.
You could
you know?
have get him. That I think that's better.
Yeah, take
just
him to
leave
the
him in the
vet.
desert. Just take him to the vet. Sorry.
Or you know what you do? You just
We gotta kill this one.
Yeah, sorry.
or-
he's
or
been
you just
acting
sneak-
out.
or sit like
Marking
clearly
it on
the dog's
places.
got like some testosterone and
Cut him
shit.
down.
Just cut his willy off.
Oh my god.
No,
No,
what
like-
do you mean, Willie? When you
No,
fix
that's
a
just-
dog, you cut off the balls.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
same.
okay,
Yeah,
fair
cut his
enough.
balls off. Yeah.
You don't need to cut.
They
cut
could
his
have got
whole
him
cock off.
fixed.
What the
Yeah,
hell,
they
man?
could have fixed him.
My god.
There's many options here that aren't
Yeah, no, I think just kill him.
kill him.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so Scooby's worried that a monster's gonna come out and like
Get him.
get him, and Fred's like, he tells the entire room for some reason. He's like, there are no monsters.
There's
they don't
no
exist.
such thing as monsters.
And then a fucking demon from hell,
Appears.
apparently,
Yeah.
smashes through a window.
And then you have an awesome
Starts
fucking
breathing
soundtrack.
on people.
It does stop burping on paper.
Yeah.
Here's another thing about this film.
Here we go.
Lots of gross out humour.
It's a kids' film.
Yeah, but Scooby Doo doesn't usually have that much gross out humour,
Are you
does it?
referring to the
No,
scene
I
where they have a
suppose.
fart off
They have
against
like a
each
fart
other?
I mean,
off
well,
and-
it is 2002.
Yeah, but it's not that
Like,
we...
it's the pinnacle of all jokes.
Fred, Velma, and Daphne, and also like the guy in charge of the place, Rowan Atkinson. They all get like kidnapped, as does what's Shaggy's girlfriend called, Mary Jane,
Now she doesn't get kidnapped.
doesn't she?
Well,
She gets like turned into one of them.
yeah, you never actually see her get kidnapped.
Okay, well, it happened at some point though,
It
because
happened at
she's
some point.
possessed by a demon.
Yeah.
And Scooby Doo's like, dude, your girlfriend's a demon.
Reggie, it's a demon. And then Shaggy's like, no, it's not, dude.
They have an argument, so then
Yeah, they have a third act breakup.
they have a third. You gotta really.
I'm surprised Fred didn't like her.
Fred does appear, but he is now a demon as well, so he tries to attack. Oh my god, they all like chase him down and they got to hide out in like a barn,
they do,
and they
yeah.
have to escape on motorbikes. It's fucking nonsense.
I love like the interaction before that, you know, like when Shaggy and Scooby meet Fred, and he's just like, yo, dog, and dog.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
funny.
like, so
Yeah, and then
does...
Scooby says, "What did he say? Keeping it real."
So they escape, they go underground, and they find like a vat of protoplasm where everyone's souls are, and
Yeah.
they free them all.
Weird body swap
And then that's
scene.
when the infamous scene happens.
Yeah, it's
I don't like
There's
it.
like 10 minutes of a body swap thing. I guess James got an interest. But that's quickly dispersed away.
You know, I know I said it was like there's some stuff in this that's like odd and doesn't fit, but like overall, they do all the Scooby Doo stuff. They do the little running chase sequence. She drops her glasses at some point. Like they do all the things. They
Get
do-
contacts, man.
I know, innit?
they do all the stuff that is in every episode of Scooby Doo. Like it's just let's split up gang at some point. Like they do all of it. They're all wearing the outfits.
They didn't have to earn like the mystery
Yeah,
machine at the end of the movie.
It's not like an edgy modern reboot where it's like the mystery gang's broken up and they're all old and sad.
They're all old. And
That's what they do now.
They
and
die
then
alone.
They
and,
die alone. Yeah, and Shaggy's like, it's time for one last mystery. Like they don't.
And they play the Scooby Doo thing really epically in the trailer.
And
Ding,
all of
ding,
they'll
ding,
get
ding,
killed
ding.
off during the.
Oh,
night.
at least one of them died. You know, Fred.
Yeah,
It's gonna
Fred's
be Fred.
Dead.
Ah, yeah.
Fred
Fred's gonna die in
sacrifices
that.
himself.
At
Yeah.
least I died a hero. Like they don't do like a.
That's fine.
I know it's the 2000s, but at least it was made in the 2000s and not like the 2010s where they would have made it like, oh, they can't wear the outfits, they look too silly, you know. They can't. Velma can't wear orange because that's too silly.
No one wears orange.
No, I've never even seen the color orange before. So.
Yeah, I mean that's what they always do.
Yeah. Okay, so, where was I? Yeah, so they rescue everyone, they get back in their proper bodies and all that, and then they realise that the guy behind all this is in fact Rowan Atkinson, and he wants to sacrifice Scooby to perform a dark apocalypse ritual which lets him rule the world for 10,000 years if he just sacrifices a pure soul.
Is it? I was going to say, is it because Scooby Doo is like a pure, innocent, good hero soul?
Yeah, like they make it really weird. Like, oh, he's the only pure person on that island.
It's funny when they do that.
Like,
Because everyone else came there to like get up to heinous stuff at the resort, but hey, he's an innocent dog.
What's Shaggy done then? Like smoked a bit of weed?
Yeah, he smoked weed. He wants
but
to plough that
Scooby was
person,
there.
You know?
He was smoking it too.
I was about to
right?
say, let's not beat around the bush here.
Okay,
That he's sinned.
You think that the dog has smoked the ganja leaf?
You
Yeah.
think the dog can fucking talk? Like, come on, you can do whatever.
So, Rowan Atkinson is revealed to actually be Scrappy Doo in a Rowan Atkinson robot for some reason.
And he comes out of his chest and he goes, Orion's belt.
No.
Okay, so he comes out of his chest and he's like, I'm going to sacrifice you. He's going to get revenge for being abandoned.
Yeah.
And he's gone evil. And
he just becomes like a massive CGI mess.
He does. He sacrifices everyone's
Yeah.
souls, and he becomes Scrappy Rex,
Yeah.
which is a
Scrappy
giant
Rex.
one. And he's got a different voice actor. It's JP Mannix for Scrappy Rex. I'm not sure why they bothered, really.
Yeah, it's like
With that.
Scooby, Dooby, Doo.
Kind of fat as fuck as well.
Because
Yeah.
with the original with Scrappy Doo in the film, he's voiced by Scott Innings, sorry, who plays him in like initially. Like, they got him to come back. So I don't know why they bothered recasting for the Scrappy Rex, but he's going to kill Scooby and all that.
Maybe for like a deeper voice and. all that
Yeah, I
stuff.
don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, but like Daphne like kung fu fights like
Yeah.
a big Mexican wrestler man who's
yeah,
in a bunch of the movie.
I'm pretty sure he's like in WWE at the time or something like that. I'm not exactly too sure on that, but
Yeah, he's
he was in some sort of wrestling.
it's Sam Greco. He portrays Zarkos in the film.
I think
Yeah, he was a heavyweight kickboxer,
No, fair enough.
and he was in the 1994 Karate World Championship.
Damn.
So he was the champion. So yeah, this guy's got some experience, but he is defeated by by Daphne's 2 years of training, where she spins in the air.
Like, imagine winning the world championships and then you're just like, James goes like, "Want to do Scooby Doo, mate?"
he's like, yeah, all right.
All
all
right.
right.
the weird time skip's odd because like if it was so that they could all have more stuff that they can do, like they're all more capable, then it would make sense. But it's only her.
Now, like Fred actually did a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but
He made a book.
yeah,
Fred
but
on Fred.
He didn't learn how to do anything in the film with the knowledge from the 2 years off, like her.
I just realised that's a kind of a weird name to name your book.
Fred on Fred.
Fred on Fred.
What's going on in that book, man?
Okay, so point is, she like kicks him through like a fucking ceiling, and then which reveals the light to the paper to the paper, which releases all the demons out, and they so all the demons have been like forced out of the bodies because they've just Shaggy's attacked sort of the bit in the middle, and then you've got the light coming down.
Yeah,
which is
the bloody skull disco ball.
There's a disco ball
it's
that
such
they've
a
set
cool
up,
di-
and
it's such a
because
cool,
they
isn't
set up a trap. They have to set up a trap to save the day.
Yeah,
The
they
set-
absolutely fuck the trap.
The set design and the prop design might be like some of the best
Best
stuff
parts
in
of
this
the
film,
movie.
and like that, and the like costume design because it just kind of looked like a cartoon, like.
Like generally,
I mean-
if I could spend like a decent amount of money, because I'd assume like to get like a piece of
probably
the set
expensive.
of like the Scooby Doo movie, well, any movie
Do you
really.
want the skull?
I would love just to have that skull.
Yeah, so
I wouldn't even know where to put it, but
Hang it up and
be
make
good
it.
though, isn't it? They set up the skull disco ball. Shaggy fucking attacks the with the machine with a machine they've got that the claw machine. He attacks the releases all the souls, so then all the demons are forced out, and because Daphne's like smashed that glass, the disco ball like evaporates all the demons, which makes Scrappy.
technically, what he quit, she's fighting the wrestler, which makes the light.
Yeah, he goes
they-
through it.
they
Yeah,
can't
she
go out.
murders him.
The demons can't go out in the day, which is why they've been taken over people's bodies.
Do we
and stuff.
see that wrestler ever again after that point? 'Cause
I'm
I'm pretty certain he's fucking dead.
I
He's
think
not
he
even
was
in the-
arrested.
I don't think he's
He probably
even in
gets
the police
arrested.
Well,
van.
he
Yeah.
wasn't in the helicopter with
Yeah,
the other
I don't-
henchman.
Oh yeah, we forgot to establish, right?
He was
like,
another one that they cut up.
We forgot to
Ah,
establish the Coast Guard people are fucking evil as well.
Oh yeah, they call up the Coast Guard for help, and they're like,
Yeah.
"We're not going to help them." And they do like
They're
a
on
smile.
Yeah, it's so.
They're on
it's
Spooky
it
Island.
was
so cheesy. It's like it's a scene with the Coast Guard, and then they go like, "Yeah, okay, we'll get to it," and they hang up, and it's like, boom.
Yeah, he
Nah,
looks
just
at
like
him and he goes,
they're on Spooky
"Well,
Island
well,
and no one
they're
can
on
save them.
Spooky Island.
It's a bit weird.
Doesn't he say like, it looks like our friends want help?
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
smiles, and he's like,
How are they in on it?
yeah.
How are they? It's nonsense. How are
The
these
thing is, though, it's
specific
like-
two people in the Coast Guard in on it?
They just are. Bro.
Like
or
the-
are they just arseholes?
The one thing-
They don't know what's going on. They're just like, wouldn't that be funny if we didn't help them?
Fuck that. It's late in the day, man. You know, like.
I go home in like 5 minutes.
No,
and
like,
I can't be asked to
the
tell the
one-
guys on next.
Yeah,
The
no,
one
but
thing
no.
I love about that scene is generally they could have just went like this, like, hello, like, we need help, we're on Spooky Island. That's it, you know what I mean? Like, just nothing happens out of that. But they had to make just a scene, like a snippet of a scene, just
it's
like,
so
oh yeah, we're not
cheesy.
helping you, essentially.
It's so cheesy.
Like, there's no point to scene, but it's good.
Okay. So, in an interesting fun fact, the creatures, the demons, they're voiced by Frank Welker.
Oh, interesting. That's
So I
nice.
guess he wasn't allowed to go voice Scooby for the movie, which is odd.
It's like what they do in the Mario movie, where it's like Chris Pratt plays Mario, but the actual voice of Mario, Charles Martinet, he gets to voice Mario's dad and a guy who looks kind of like Mario and says, "Wahoo, let's all go."
Maybe he can't, like, fully voice Mario, because obviously he's only, like, the guy who's voiced Mario. Actually, no, saying that, they did Sunshine in it.
Yeah, it's,
What do you mean?
I was going to say,
there's
like,
no excuse.
maybe, like,
Well, Mario doesn't talk very much in Sunshine.
true.
Everyone else does though. The Bowser voice is terrible in that. No, but yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't matter. The point is, Frank Welker, they probably should have just let him
Do
voice
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby Doo, because Neil Fanning's not exactly famous. He's
I mean-
best known for this film.
I mean, he
So-
did do a good Scooby.
No, it's fine. It's just
Oh
would've-
yeah, it's good.
could've
It's
got
just an odd decision.
It's strange, yeah.
Hire 2 voice actors instead of 1.
Yeah, a bit odd. So the point is, Scrappy goes back to normal, and they also find out that the real guy in charge of the island,
Emil Montevarius is just locked up.
he's locked up. Ryan Atkinson's like been underground for a year. He's fine now though.
Yeah, when he locked up for like 2-3 years.
It might have been 2 years.
I mean, if that is the case, Jesus Christ, like Scrappy Doo is very good at like keeping an island. You know what I mean?
Managed,
Like
yeah.
managing an
Yeah.
island. Like if you think about it.
Yeah.
But like, so he's like banging on the roof of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like as everyone's excited to be
Yeah,
free and all
alive,
that.
yeah.
So if he hadn't done it then, God knows,
Do you think
man.
he heard the commotion or something?
I'd hope
and
so.
he was banging on the whole time
I-
they were fighting, and then like when the fighting all stopped, they could actually hear him.
I have a question though. Why didn't Scrappy just take his soul
Yeah, good point. Why didn't he just kill him?
and just go, "Oh, we're twins"?
Could have
why
got a
didn't-
demon to like possess him. And,
Yeah,
like,
why didn't he kill him or something? Like he just kept him
Because
alive.
he doesn't
now.
want to kill anybody.
He's
Oh,
literally
sorry.
trying to
He's
kill
killed Scooby
He
Doo.
doesn't
Scooby-Doo.
want to kill anybody.
Yeah, but
you
that's
fucker.
a blood feud.
He's
okay,
not trying to
that's
kill-
Okay.
He doesn't kill indiscriminately, and he wants to kill his nemesis.
Yeah,
He's
that
not
was
trying to kill
completely
anyone. He just
different.
like sucks people's souls
do you-
out
do you-
and replaces them with demons.
Do you think he kept him alive and undemonified so he could ask him how to run the park or whatever?
What?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Like, he's
mate.
like he,
Oh, no.
he was like, I'll torture you unless you tell me how to run the park. He's like, okay.
So Scrappy wants
He just wants to conquer the planet. He doesn't
for
want to kill
10,000
anyone.
years.
Please don't
Yeah,
torture
he wants
me.
to rule for 10,000 years. That's his plan.
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
torture
It's a
me.
pretty
Yeah,
long
Mr.
time that
Bean.
is.
You not think you get bored?
Yeah.
Do you reckon he could live for 10,000 years?
I assume so. If you
I'd
do
assume
the
it
ritual.
probably
Yeah,
gives you
yeah.
the immortality, like.
Ah, mid.
Well, it's not immortality. It's just an extended lifespan. Isn't it? 10,000
Yeah.
He
years.
just wants to mark his territory for 10,000 years.
Oh, nah. He goes around pissing on women in the street.
Fucking hell, man.
Dark
Oh,
timeline.
no, Scrappy.
Oh no, Scrappy.
So, yeah, he gets arrested. They put him in a little cage, and this time Fred doesn't take the credit. Well done, Fred.
Wow.
Doesn't he like he's about to take the credit? He's like,
Yeah, he's gonna
no.
do it again.
Yeah, he's gonna,
goes,
he
"Wait a
just
minute."
isn't learn.
So, and then Mystery Inc. have decided to reunite. What a wholesome film!
It was very wholesome.
It's so weird.
It
so
feels
weird
like a
movie.
sequel.
it's very sequel.
I watched the second one yesterday. That one feels more like the
what
first
you'd expect
one.
from a Scooby Doo film. All the monsters from all the Scooby Doo episodes are in a film as real monsters.
But maybe that's because they didn't want to like go like for people who haven't watched. I mean, a lot of people have watched Scooby Doo.
No, you don't need to know.
Even
You don't need to know what any of those monsters are to watch that film.
Even if you've never watched an episode of Scooby Doo, if you ask them what happens in an episode of Scooby Doo, they go, well, they split up and then Shaggy and Scooby get chased around for a bit and then Fred sets a trap and then Velma reveals who it is and they take off the mask and he says, if it weren't for you meddling kids, I would have totally marked my territory all over the world. And then it ends.
And Daphne does nothing.
And Daphne does nothing except for in these films where she knows karate or something.
No, but that's her only, like, realistically,
I
that's
think-
her only trait in the movie.
I think in these films Fred does the least. Probably.
Isn't like Daphne's just whole thing being bait?
Yeah.
She always gets kidnapped.
Isn't that her whole thing?
I don't know.
Probably.
But you know what's really mad, though? Like, in the actual, like, TV shows, she don't really get kidnapped, like, that much. Like, she's got kidnapped.
No, yeah, I don't think it happens as much as this film suggests it
No,
does.
yeah, definitely.
This film suggests that, like, she is like a damsel in distress and she doesn't want to be anymore. She wants to be like a strong fighter woman, but like if you watch the show, she's not really that. She's kind of nothing.
Like, it tends to
kinda
be
does-
Shaggy
kinda
and Scooby
exists.
who get, like,
Yeah.
fucked over the most, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, man's trying to get some food and then, like, Scary Monster comes out.
It's because there's 5 of them and you only really need one detective. Like in most detective stuff.
In 27,
Yeah.
Like Velma's the detective, Fred sets a trap, and Shaggy and Scooby just kind of like get high and run around a bit.
They're
And then,
just
like,
there
Daphne's
for-
kind of here.
why do you think Shaggy's so skinny when he eats so much? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just
Shag-
shooting black tar heroin on the daily.
oh, this crack is really boring.
In 20,
It does seem like
The fella.
that the Scooby Doo movie was in kind of development hell. I don't know if it was. But
yeah,
it
it took
does
ages.
It does seem like it was in development hell for a fair bit.
It was written in like 1998.
Oh my god.
Well, that's not
crazy.
too. No, that's not too long.
5. Yeah, I
like
suppose.
4
Like
yeah,
compared
that's
to
right.
like other movies.
But it's just
Oh
weird.
no, they started working on it in 1994.
Oh my god.
Okay, no, that is
Well,
long.
no, yeah.
That 1 year
the
difference makes it
reason,
long.
the
No, it's
reason,
4-year difference.
That's 4 years.
the reason I was surprised is because it's like such a 2000s-y film.
So
It's
it
weird
took-
to think it could have been written in the 90s at all.
It took 8 or
When did it
9
come
years
out?
to come out. 2002.
2002.
Okay.
2002.
Alright. Well,
No, I
jeez.
do love the aesthetic though, like that early 2000s.
Yeah.
It's like aesthetic of everything.
Again, it's better than having like a film where
But they have to earn the mystery
they have
machine.
to earn the mystery machine at the very end, and then it shows up again in the next one, and it doesn't look like the mystery machine anymore because they gave it a cool new redesign.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
That's what they always do with stuff.
So, this is actually the first film where like Fred and Daphne are romantically involved. Hasn't happened in any previous part of any previous
Really?
Scooby Doo media.
I feel like I always imagined that was the case, though.
I think they've always had like that, you know.
I thought they were going out, to be honest.
Well, I mean they are in anything after that.
Yeah,
so.
but I thought
Yeah.
before that.
I think if you
thought-
watch like the original Scooby Doo, there's not really any implication
I
there.
don't actually remember any implication when I.
I'm just
Think
trying to
back.
think what was
I
before,
don't remember
like-
any implication. I just remember assuming like Daphne's Fred's girlfriend. She doesn't do anything.
Oh, she's
She just
got
goes
there
for
on
him.
that. Yeah.
She goes for him. It's like it's just Fred's girlfriend.
I'm just trying to think what was before like the Scooby Doo like.
There was like 8 shows, mate.
No, yeah. What was like? Was it a pub named Scooby Doo?
Oh god.
They
Yeah.
go to the treehouse and like the second one.
They do.
Anyway, do you know who's good in this?
Who?
What's the name of the guy who plays Shaggy?
Matthew
Matthew
Lillard.
Lillard.
Matthew Lillard. He's good in this. Here's a fun story. When he was preparing to audition, he would every time he did the voice, he'd scream as loud as he could,
Yeah, I've heard that.
and he'd go, like, and then he'd go in and be like, then he'd have the voice, like the raspy voice,
Alright.
and then he went in to do the job interview, and obviously, not the job interview, you know, the audition, and he couldn't scream because he was lining up to do an audition, and then he found out he could just do it anyway. There was no reason for him to be screaming.
And he actually took over from Casey Kasem as the
Yeah,
voice
he
of
was
Shaggy.
that good. He took over.
He still does it now.
I feel like he is the person in the film, other than like Scooby. Well, no, he's on the same level as Scooby with like how accurate it is to the cartoon.
Well, Velma's doing. Linda Cardellini's doing the voice the entire
She
film.
is, yeah. But I just feel like he's such a cartoon in it. You know what I mean? Like,
You think he's a good choice then?
yeah,
No, he's very, very shaggy.
yeah, he's very shaggy.
Yeah, like
He looks just like how I'd imagine him if
He
to
was
look if he
alive,
was in
actually.
real life. Is the thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Look, so it's not like a masterpiece, this movie, but like, what more did
What
you
do you
really
want?
want
Yeah.
from like a? It's a perfect Scooby Doo film.
It's I wouldn't say perfect Scooby Doo film.
Because of the weird stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
I
just
think
a bit of
number 2 is a
shithouse, isn't
perfect
it?
Scooby Doo film. if I'm
Okay.
honest.
Well, even that, yeah.
No, like it's not a masterpiece, but I think it's just on a level, just a really fun movie.
I think it achieves what it set out to do.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, like, yeah,
Like you don't have to like overanalyze it either.
maybe it's
And yet
not,
here we
you
are,
Overanalyzing it.
know, yeah.
57 minutes in.
Yeah.
I mean,
57 minutes in.
Well, I'm sure when I cut it, it'll be
yeah,
less.
when you cut it, it'll be
Sweet
like
Jesus.
40. But point is though, like they do all the stuff you want. You know what I mean? They do all the stuff that's in Scooby Doo in this film. So this film isn't masterpiece because it's not Scooby Doo meets Kiss, but it's still pretty good.
Okay.
That's a real film.
Right.
Where
Well-
Kiss are aliens in that film.
Yeah, and you've got Scooby Doo meets John Cena as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you've got like a bunch of other.
Does he like show up and like stop a boulder from
Yeah,
killing them?
Boulder's
or
gonna
something?
hit them, and he
Boulder's
like
gonna
Chris
kill them.
Redfield's it.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Yes, I guess this is some early James Gunn work. I wouldn't expect this and then Guardians, but
I do feel like weirdly though, when compared to like some of James Gunn's work, like you can like they have like weird similarities, like a weird undertone similarity.
Go on, what you mean?
Just like the way like James Gunn, like because a lot of the time when James Gunn directs something or like makes something, right, that it tends to be like there's more than 3 like people in a group. It's not like a 3-group dynamic. Like when there's 3 people in a group, it tends to be.
That I guess that is.
It tends to be more than like 4 or 5.
what are you on about, Steve?
I thought you were going somewhere.
No,
and then
what-
you said
what-
So
three.
this
Yeah,
film, right? His films, they have more than 3 people.
No.
They're all connected. What do you mean?
No, I must admit, I am slightly
Do you
confused
mean-
on the
Do
relevance.
you
No,
mean
like-
that most James Gunn projects?
Most
Don't try and make
No,
it
listen-
sound
Hang on,
like it
I
makes
think-
sense.
Listen, I think you should say that most James Gunn projects have like
no, they
a
have
group.
very like similar like when he's
Stop
like
talking! I'm trying to cover for you, you dick.
a cover for me. Then like I'm trying
He
to
should
make
say
a point.
that most James Gunn films are like they're about a group of people who go on some kind of comical. They have some kind of comical banter and go on some kind of adventure or some shit. Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, both of you should
Not
start
really.
taking your pills.
No, he's not
blood,
trying to
before
say
you
that.
came
Let
here.
him talk. Let him talk.
I
Let him talk.
hate you. I hate you,
I'm
Steve.
saying in like most films, you normally have like 3 like.
Fuck
3
off. What in like Harry Potter you mean?
You've got Harry Potter. I mean that's a good one.
Oh fuck off.
Um,
Oh fuck off.
Okay, yeah, but like with him, it's like they're
Oh,
more
okay.
like 4 or 5 people, and they all follow like similar like character tropes. I think
Go on.
it's like you've got like
This is what I...
mainly like 2 like comic people. You know what I mean?
Oh fuck. Turn it off. Turn it off.
No,
Turn
like-
off his mic. Turn it off.
Okay.
Cut his mic.
No, like
He's going into
Cut
a
that.
he's going
And
into a
then obviously
psychotic
you have,
rage.
like-
He doesn't
no.
know what he's talking about.
no, but then you have like the big leader guy, and then you have like the little romance type thing, and then you just have the one what's kind
This
of
is
like
what I thought you were going to say
sidecast.
before you said 3 to
No,
5
it
people. Yeah,
it does
okay.
follow it like weirdly like in
Okay.
some of his films.
This is what I thought.
That's
you
Go
were
on
gonna
then.
say.
What?
What
Do
film?
it.
List the
What-
film.
It follows
If
in
you
Gar-
say
Okay.
It follows it in Guardians. If you didn't know,
if you only say Scooby Doo and Guardians, I'm going to be so pissed off at
Scooby
you.
Doo and Guardians,
Any other films?
bit of Suicide Squad as well.
Okay. Anything else?
So Steve's insane.
Yeah, I am insane, but like, hey ho.
What the fuck are you on about? It doesn't
I,
matter. Does the mystery machine look fucking great in this film?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it looks like the mystery.
It looks
Machine.
like the actual thing.
Even
Can you
though-
imagine?
Isn't it only like in for like one scene though?
Oh my god, it's not into that much, is it?
Yeah,
well,
because
they
they
can't
go to
drive
the
on the
island.
So they're in the
yeah.
island, so
It's
Well,
in the
actually,
second
two
one a
se-
lot.
it is
It's
in
in
the
the
second
second
one,
one
oh
a
my
lot. Don't worry.
well, isn't the second one just like a massive limousine mystery?
No, it's only the
that's-
first scene. The
that's
rest of it.
Another car that's in the film. Yeah.
They make that very tacky, to be fair.
Isn't it weird how the whole press show up in it? Every one of these Scooby Doo films, every time the Scooby Doo gang do anything, the whole press show up like they're famous.
Because they've caught like
the entire town shows up. It's like they've got like an alert button
It's
in their
weird.
house.
It's weird.
fucking
Wow.
Scooby signal.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
It's heard from all the rooftops.
well, I'm pretty sure it's like set like after all of their main like
They've
you know
already
like
become famous.
Yeah.
you know like
yeah.
our like the TV counterparts. So I don't know if they're in the same like sort of
Well,
canon.
no, because in the second one, I assume
weird.
it's its own vague canon. Like everything is, but like every Scooby Doo thing.
Yeah.
But there's in the second one, there's a whole museum to all the shit they've caught.
Yeah.
So I presume they've been doing this for a while.
The first
Oh,
one feels
Are
like
we
the sequel to
segueing
the
to
second
Scooby Doo 2 now? Or?
Well, we want to wrap up on this one
one.
first.
Yeah, we want to wrap up. But can I just say, like, what's weird is in the second one, it feels like the first film. In the first one, it feels like the second film.
Yeah.
Like the first.
I don't watch them in order.
You watched two.
I
and then
watched
one.
2 before I watched 1.
And that makes more sense because it's like the second one does a better job of like kind of establishing like, oh, all the Scooby Doo adventures have already happened. Here's the culmination of it all. They'll come back as real monsters. And then the second one's like the Scooby Doo gang break up after a fight and then reconvene on an island and fight
Yeah.
Scrappy Doo, the old character that was more niche than like the main cast.
I mean, there are a lot of niche references in 2 though.
yeah.
Do you reckon?
Never had Shaggy's girlfriend show up though from the
Nah.
Red Shirt Shaggy films.
What?
Googie
Googie, is that it?
might be.
Yeah.
How do you reckon how do you reckon like Halloween goes in Coolville? Do you reckon it's like a feared day? Do you reckon like it's
To be
like
fair.
Like
The-
in
the
Haddonfield.
Yeah.
The police are like
To be fair, that
roaming the
must be like an
streets,
absolute
looking for
ball.
people in costumes. No, I'm
it's
only-
like Scooby Doo goes out and he's in a psychotic rage.
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
there like
Wow.
blood.
In the second Halloween,
Right.
when they're looking for Michael Myers and Dr. Loomis, like he sees some other guy in the mask and he's like, "Get him!" And some
Yeah.
police car runs him over and it's some kid.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! I didn't know about that. No, yeah, it's like he's just scared of everyone. He's like, whoa!
In the also in the first Halloween, the kid that ends up getting run over, like Laurie, the main character, she's like got a crush on him. And then the second one, he gets run over.
oh
like,
my god!
Oh, is that the same? Oh,
It's
wait.
Ben Tramer, I think his name might be.
Do you think in the Scooby Doo
Loser.
universe, masked fiends are such an issue that like
It's just banned.
it's like it's just banned. They
It's
just
like,
don't do
um,
Halloween.
It's like how
You're allowed like face paint and like a wig and that.
what is that universe obsessed? Yeah, it's like that universe is obsessed with masked fiends,
It's like how the FNAF universe is obsessed with like pizzerias and animatronics.
which is really shit, by the way.
Yeah, it's like in the Scooby Doo universe, on criminals, they dress up as. Half the time when they get arrested, they don't even do anything. They're
Yeah,
like
is that-
scares. I wanted to scare away all the tourists by dressing as a guy. It's like, what's he gonna get? Like,
But if anything,
he's gonna get a fine
Yeah,
for
as I
like
said,
public like.
£200 fine.
For a
free to
public
go,
disturbance,
sir. You
yeah,
know, like,
it's gonna be a £200 fine for a public.
Maybe he loses his job.
No,
Yeah, like,
like,
it's not good. Why do the police take them out? They're not gonna. You're gonna go behind bars a
yeah,
long
they
time.
send them to Alcatraz. And shit. Like, I don't understand.
Scooby Doo X Alcatraz.
Like,
Nah, but like even then, it's like
'Cause-
like someone gets done for like they're dressing up as like the creepy clown, like because they
Yeah.
hate fucking tourism. Guess what? If someone says there's a creepy like clown
I'm gonna go.
who's terrorizing people,
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna go.
Okay,
but I want
so-
to check it out.
You know, there was like a news case a while back about a guy who was banned from owning anything like GIMP because he used to go outside in GIMP clothes and like crawl around on the floor and chase. after
Okay, we're
people.
gonna wrap this up.
Okay.
Dylan's
Yeah.
got
you've got work
got-
today.
Yeah, Dylan's got work. We're gonna wrap this up. We can't talk about Dylan's past as a gimp. But, okay, so
It's a real news story. Like
Alright.
they had to like ban him from owning
Turn
anything.
his mic off.
Steve,
Turn his
overall
mic.
thoughts on the movie, Steve.
It's not a masterpiece, but it's a great movie. Like it's just pure fun. You know what I mean?
All right, Connor, thoughts on the movie?
It kind of exists, doesn't it?
Okay, all right.
That can be said for a lot
Dylan.
of things.
Yeah.
Dylan,
It met my expectations. It gave me everything I wanted,
I thought it was.
except for the cutscene that they cut.
Yeah, that would. It wouldn't have like I would have given it something better than just exists.
Okay,
It
all
would have
right.
been
So
it would
I-
have been 10 out of 10.
I thought the film was good. It gave me everything I wanted to. It's a Scooby Doo movie, you know what I mean? Like the performances are good. They actually wear the costumes. It's like someone liked the thing
Well,
that they made
no
the
way,
movie
no
out
way,
of.
no way, no way. Never.
Like it was good.
What rating are we giving it?
That's a good question. Steve, writing.
Probably like a 7.5.
No, we don't. Nah, give me a proper number. Give me a
All right,
proper
I'll
number.
give it an 8. I'll give it an 8. I'm feeling lucky.
Okay,
I'll give it an 8.
all right. Connor.
I give it I think I'll give it a 6. I'd probably rather watch like like the actual TV shows and stuff. If I'm gonna be real.
All right,
Fair
Dylan.
Yeah, it probably is like a 6 or a 7. Probably a 6.
I'll give it a 6.
Yeah.
So we got 6 all the way around, other than Steve's giving it an 8.
Well, I'm a massive Scooby fan, so.
No, fair enough, man. Fair enough.
Fair enough,
All right,
yeah.
so that's this episode. Dylan's not going to be in the next one because he's got to go to work. But
Are you recording it now?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
But thanks for being on, Dylan. I'm not saying that to Steve because he's going to be in the next one.
Yeah, I'm
So,
going to be
you
in
know.
the next episode.
We're one man down in future, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, no, we're working on by the Christmas episode we'll have
Scooby Doo
someone new
Christmas
in.
special.
someone new in. All right, enjoy. Rest in peace, Alfie. Happy Halloween.
Oh yeah, you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to say hello to Josh.
Oh, hi, Josh.
Yeah, hi,
Happy
Josh.
Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy
Bye.
Halloween, Josh. Hope you have a good one.
Bye.